Namaste friends, welcome back to the Sarthi Technology. In the last video, we were discussing about query parameter, and in this video, let's have some practical. So the first thing, we need to import FastAPI. So from FastAPI, import FastAPI. Now app equal to FastAPI, and to show the practical use of query parameter, we will create one array. So items, and this will have some numbers. So any random numbers, you can put any number here. Okay, so let's check what quantity we have.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and let's
Add one another, that is 15. Okay, so this time 38. So we have this array, and now create one route. So app dot get, and here item, and define one function. So get item, and here we will just use skip and limit. Okay, so skip means skip number of item, and the limit is how many number we want. Okay, so skip, and it will be integer type, and its default value will be 0. Then limit, and this will be length of items. Okay, and the return will be result f string. We need to put this into skip colon skip plus limit. Okay, so let me once again explain this. So if we are not getting any variable in this path, but that is present here in this function, that means that we are getting this value using query parameter. Okay, so if you want get the value in path parameter, you need to add here. But if you are not adding here, and here you are creating the variable, that means you are getting this value from the query parameter. Okay, so its name will be skip and limit in the query parameter, and the value will be one integer. Okay, so in both cases we will get integer. Its default value will be 0, and its default value, the default value of limit will be the length of items. So in our case it will be 15. Now in the return, we will just return one JSON object, and in this JSON object the first is result, and its value is this item array, and so it will skip the item that we will get here in this skip variable. Okay, the limit will be skip plus limit. So for example, you are calling this route with skip 2, so it will skip 2 items, and if the limit is 5, so the 2 plus 5, so 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so we will get this. Now let's check this, and for that again we need to just launch the server. So and here just open the docs. Now here we have this skip and limit. The default value is 0 and its default value is 15. So let's try. Now we want to skip 2 character and here 5, limit is 5. So execute and here you can see 5, 3, 5, 23 and 7. We are getting this. Okay. And in the request URL you can see this question mark, that is the starting point of query parameter, and after that skip equal to 2 and the limit is 5. So this was the first example in which we are learning how to use query parameter. And now here we can just make query parameter optional, and for that let me show you one another example. App dot get, and this time we will get user. Get user, and here user, and its type will be string, so str, and if we are just adding here none, that means this is optional. And here let's check this. So if user return, okay, so if user is not null, then it will show hello user, and this user will contain the name. And finally return hello user. Okay, so if we put username, then it will show this message, otherwise it will show this message. So again let's check. And here if we not put anything, then it will show hello user. Okay, otherwise if we are putting anything, for example my name, then it will return hello Ram. Okay, so this is the second example where we can just put none for the optional parameter. Okay, now you can also just combine path parameter and query parameter. So let me show you one another example for that. So create one another route, app dot get, and this time we will use student, and here name of the student, so name. And if we use the same thing here, it will be path parameter. So name and its type is string, so str, and one another variable I am adding, so that will be query parameter, so course. It will be also a string type, and let's make it optional, so none. Okay, now return name, and name is name course. Okay, now again let's check. So here you can see our third route, that is student, and try it out, execute. So name is required. So put anything, again Sarthi, and execute. Here you can see the name Sarthi and course is null. And if we put anything, for example CS computer science, then execute, and you can see CS here. Okay, so this was a third example in which you can just add path parameter and query parameter. Now one more thing I want to show you, that is query parameter validation. And for that, first we need to just import query also. So query here, and we will see one another example. So create one another route, that is app dot get, and here we will search and define a function get search, and its key will be string type, and after this equal to we will just use query, same that we used in the path parameter. Path we are adding here query, and the first thing, three dot means mandatory field, and here you can see some option that you can use. So we will use just this max length and min length. Okay, so min length equal to, for example, we will put 3 here, and max length we will put 8. Okay, the same example. Now return search key. Okay, so again let's check this. I don't know why this auto reload not work when I just record the video. Other time it works fine. So no problem. Just create one another terminal, delete this previous one, and now reload this page again, and we have this fourth. Okay, so here you can see the required field, and maximum length is 8, minimum 3. So if we execute, we will get error because this is required fields. And for example, what we can see, search, so car, so minimum length is 3, and we are getting this search key car. And let's check maximum length, that is 8. So if we execute this, here you can see the maximum length is 8, that's why we are getting this error. Okay, so this was the practical session of query parameter. I have shown you 4 different examples. Hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have any query, then you can just write that in the comment box below. In the next video, we will learn something else. So meanwhile, please like this video and subscribe the channel. See you in the next. Till then, bye.